that area where there is that ditch, he could not find those striations.
uthi ke mesefika lo mgodi la wakhuluma ngawo le migqa abeyifuna wayengayiboni kahle.
Do you understand?
I hear that.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Now, very interesting. We even gave him, I think the defense even requested him to demonstrate through a spirit level what is it that he was actually saying. Then he practically demonstrated that. When he was in the box.
ne-battle pass ukuthi akakhombise la enkantolo ukuthi yini la echaza ngayo.
Now, he said the bullet had a ditch.
Uthi ke kwakhona umgodi kwawukhona lapha ebusweni bentaba.
Thank you. Now, you used test bullet number 8 to do the same exercise that he was requested to do. The question is, did you find that test bullet number 8 also had a ditch, which prevented the spontaneous transfer of the striations?
Manje ngibuza ukuthi nawe ke wawubona yini lo mgojana la ukhuluma ngawo ukuthi wawubona enhlamvini unumber 9 wawubona yini kule nhlamvu number 8 wena lo wawufakaza ngayo?
I cannot remember all the details around the circumference of the bullet, but what I know is that I found sufficiency to be able to come to the conclusion I came.
Ngeke ngakwazi ukukhumbula yonke imininingwane emayelana nale nhlamvu leya, kodwa engikhumbulayo ukuthi ngathola izimpawu ezilingene ukuthi zingakwazi ukufinyelela emphumeleni wokufananisa.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, immediately what struck me very strange is the fact that Mr. Mangena says, when I analyzed this bullet, it had a ditch. It got fired from the same firearm that test bullet number 8 was fired from. Now, it struck me very strange as to how could it then be so that Mr. Serrero, not Mr. Lieutenant Colonel Serrero, decided to use bullet number 8 when Mr. Mangena actually did his test on bullet number 9, and bullet number 9 had a ditch. Did bullet number 8 have a ditch?
Manje ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kukhona yini indawo la icindezeleke khona bullet number 8 ngoba nakho sibona uLieutenant Colonel Mangena yena wakhetha ukusebenzisa inhlamvu le number 9 wena wakhetha ukusebenzisa number 8.
We want to make firstly the witnesses Lieutenant Colonel Serrero, not Serrero. And secondly,
I did not get that, my lord.
The witness is Lieutenant Colonel Serrero, not Serrero.
All right, I don't think that is material.
Yes, sir.
I think it's just neither here nor there. When I say Serrero, I actually mean Serrero.
Yeah.
It's a surname that I'm not familiar to, man. It's unlike Matlangu, Bomsweni, Bomtimunya, and Bomnisi, you see.
Well,
thank you, man.
Secondly, the evidence of Colonel Mangena is that he tested, he looked at all the test bullets and he positively identified all of them, but that, he chose to use bullet 5 and 9 because the transfer of marks was better. My colleagues keep on referring to the fact that bullet 9 had a ditch. I think the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Mangena was because this was a CMJ, it's made of soft material, and it's sort of, there's an area where it bent a bit and did not transfer marks properly, but he did not use the word ditch.
Exactly, my lord. I think the court would understand that when I was trying to explain that bend a bit, I said I actually was struggling to get a proper weight, which is the reason why I actually put this witness at ease that in Mr. Mangena's demonstration, he even used a spirit level to demonstrate that at a particular point, that bullet had a bend, a ditch. When I say a ditch, I mean that bend.
Indentation. That's the right word.
Yes, indentation. Indentation.
Indentation.
Indentation.
Is it there in ballistics?
That the term exists, my lord.
Okay, fine.
Igama lethiwa indentation kusho ukuthi ke ukwehla kancane ebusweni liyasetshenziswa nakwa-ballistic.
Thank you. That bullet had a ditch. When I say ditch, I refer to indentation. Now, I'm sorry.
Leyo nhlamvu leyo inokuhlehliseka okusho ukuthi sithi phecelezi ngesilungu indentation.
Now, did the bullet that you worked on to confirm Mangena's finding had that indentation? I think I need to repeat this word many times because it's a bit of a tongue twister. It's indentation.
Manje kule nhlamvu kona uyisebenzisa nako ke lokuhlehliseka noma umgojana lokukhulunywa ngawo esithi phecelezi ngesilungu indentation.
The one that you work on, bullet number 8.
Ngake ngale nhlamvu wena wasebenza ngayo.
Or bullet number 4.
Sisho ke bullet number 4.
It's bullet number 4 or bullet number 8. They have that incidentation.
So ngisho ke lesi nhlamvu embili number 4 no number 8 wayenayo yini lokuhlehliseka?
I cannot recall because
Thank you.
there are several things, several marks that one is looking at around the circumference of the bullet, so I cannot recall.
Ngisakhumbuli ngoba zaziningi izinto engangifanele ngizibheke.
But surely say if it had that indentation, you would have realized it, not so?
Kodwa ke uba kwakukhona lokuhlehliseka lokhu ebusweni benhlamvu wawuyokubona uqaphela kunjalo.
I still stick to my answer to say that I cannot recall. I cannot mislead this court and say I saw it in detention or I did not see it. I can simply not recall.
Ukuthi nje angisakhumbula ukuthi ngayibona yini lokhu kuhlehliseka noma ngizange ngikubone. Ukuthi nje into ekhona ukuthi angisakhumbula.
Thank you. Now, that is therefore an indication that your confirmation of Mangena's results were based on exhibits which did not exhibit similar characteristics.
Kodwa ukhona ukuthi umphumela wakho noma wawubheke inhlamvu eyodwa.
No, I mean his confirmation of Mr. Mangena's work to have been positive could not have been proper because they were working on exhibits which did not have similar characteristics. That is what I'm trying to say.
Ngishoyo ukuthi ke umphumela wakho noma kanina uzama umsebenzi wakho uqinisekisa umsebenzi wenziwa uMangena wawusebenzisa ke izinhlamvu ezingenazo ezingakhekanga ngendlela efanayo.
I have already explained that the ballistics is not based on the fact that the marks which are visible on even bullets fired from the same firearm, those marks are not microscopically identical. They are similar. They are similar to a certain degree. So what you see on test number 1 is not a photocopy of the surface of test bullet number 5 or number 6. The degree of similarity among the tests will show that they have a common origin, but it does not mean that they are microscopically identical, but they are similar to a high degree.
Ukuthi ke bawusitholayo lapha kulezi zinto ezihlolayo zinezinga elifanayo loku lezimpawu ezifanayo kusho ukuthi ke uma usibheka ngaphansi kwemicroscope uzobona ukuthi zifana ncimishi.
I don't dispute that. But what I'm saying to you, say, is that the characteristics, the bullets, the way in which they look like, was not the same because Mangena's had that pitch, that incidentation. The ones that you work upon, you cannot specifically say they had that pitch or not. So in other words,
Ukuchaza ukuthi inhlamvu esetshenziswa uMangena yayinalokhu kwehliseka ebesikhuluma ngako. Uphawu lolu esingaliboni kule nhlamvu lezi wena owasebenzisa usho ukuthi zazingafani lezi nhlamvu ezimbili.
That statement will be correct only if we agree that marks on bullets are microscopically identical.
Singavumelana uma ukuthi siyazwana ngokuthi impawu zinhlamvini ngaphansi kwemicroscope ziyakwazi ukubonakala ukuthi ziyafana.
And it is not the case.
And akunjalo.
You don't seem to understand my question. Say, in other words, you're comparing stars, two stars that not were cooked from the same pot, if I were to say like that. In other words, the other exhibit had a ditch. The ones that you worked upon did not have a ditch. So how could you then have said that they match when the instrument that you're working upon to compare were not similar?
Ukwazi kanjani ukuthi lezi zinto lezi nhlamvu zasifana noma ukuthi ke inhlamvu lezi ebusweni bazo sasingafani?
The test bullets were all fired from the same firearm.
Ama-test bullet wonke adutshulwa ngesibhamu esisodwa.
But because of reproducibility or transferability of marks, what you find on group number 1 for test number 1, for example, you may not find it adequately on test number 1. I mean to say on group number 1 of test number 2. I'm just making an example.
letha isibonelo la sokuthi ke nanoma sidushulemba isibhamu esisodwa kodwa ke uma uzothola lapha ku emseleni unumber 1 enhlamvini yokuqala akusho ukuthi uzozithola zinjengaloba uzibonile enhlamvini yokuqala enhlamvini yesibili.
That is why you must consider all the groups which are visible on the
Yikho ke
specimen.
ufanele ubheke yonke imisele ekhona ekuzungezeni ezungezele lenhlamvu.
So the similarities, the total similarities against the differences will tell you whether or not those specimens have a common origin.
Futhi ke ukufanana konke okukhona nokwehlukana konke okukhona ikona okuzokutshela ukuthi lezi zinhlamvu ziyafana yini.
Thank you, sir. I hear your explanation. Now, I'm going to put it to you, sir, that based on the characters that Mr. Mangena told to this court that the bullet number 9 exhibited, on which he based his finding, and the fact that you could not identify those characters, that Digi character, on the bullets that you worked on.
Lizimpawu kena uma ngena azithola enhlamvini leyo number 9 wena ungakwazanga ukuzibona.
You could therefore not have come to the conclusion that the bullet that Mr. Mangena said was fired from the firearm. Test bullet number 9 that was fired from the firearm that it went to fetch at Cleveland. You could not have confirmed that those that were fired by you as well could have been fired by the same firearm because of the differences in the structure of the bullet.
Manje kungeke ukwazi ukuthi ke inhlamvu lena ayadutshulwa uMangena ngilesibhamu esivele Cleveland lezi ezinye inhlamvu wena wazidubula ungeke usho ukuthi lezi inhlamvu lezi ngempela zasidutshule yiso leso sibhamu.
That is incorrect.
Cha akulona iqiniso lo.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Now, striations. Before I get to that, you said the results with regard to the subjective, the results. You go to a microscope, you find that there are similarities in terms of striations or the pattern matching. The interpretation of those results is subjective, not so.
Sifika musutholeke lemigqa oyibonile usenzisa pattern matchings noma SMS usho ukuthi ke ekuletha umbiko mayelana naloko ukuthi umphumela unjani usho ukuthi lokho kuqemile akunjani.
That is correct.
Yebo kunjani.
Thank you. Now, would the finding whether a certain mark in a bullet constitute a striation be a subjective one or not?
Manje ukubona ukuthi inhlamvu inomugqa othile owuphawu lokho kuphuma ekutheni ubani obhekile noma kunjani.
The marks that are on the surface of the specimen, they form objective facts.
Manje lokho impawu ke lezi sithola ke etholakala ebusweni benhlamvu into efana nayo nanoma ubani oyibhekile.
So, in other words, you cannot look at the mark and say, from my viewpoint, no, this is not a striation. And somebody comes and say, no, from my viewpoint, this is a striation. In other words, a striation remains a striation, whether you like it or not.
Usho ukuthi ke uma kukhona umugqa khona uma ubonile wena akusho angeke kwenzeke ukuthi omunye aphinde azobheka athi cha awukho umugqa lo wena uthi ubonile. Uma kukhona umugqa ukhona umugqa uphikiseka kanjani.
When the marks are there, they are there. So the person who view the specimen, he must interpret what he see on the specimen.
Imigqa ukhona lo mugqa kodwa ke umuntu ofika azobheka kufanele ke abe naloko ukuthi ke azochaza kahle ukuthi yini lento ayibonayo.
If I just use simple terms, maybe
Yes.
I can say what is on the surface of the specimen is decoded. I mean, it's encoded.
Is
So
what?
he is encoded.
Is
He must
encoded?
decode. Yes, he must decode it.
Okay.
Meaning that he must be able to identify it.
Yes.
It is there, but it is now up to the analyst to decode, to identify what he sees.
Yes.
And that will depend on his level of training.
Manje ukuthi akwazi ukubona imigqa ekhona lapha ebusweni benhlamvu lona ke obhekayo ufanele abheke bese enza lokho kuthiwa isilungu ukudecode kusho ukuthi uguqula lokho akubonayo kube okuchazekayo uma ke esekubonileke lokho ke bese ke iyakwazi ukuthi akuchaze ukuthi kuyini.
That is my question. I am saying the determination of whether a mark, as it is seen under a microscope, is constituting a striation or not. Is it a subjective thing or is it an objective thing?
Ngibuzayo ukuthi mina uphawu lolu olubonakalayo lapha lokho kuthiwa striation imigqa lebonakalayo lapha. Usho ukuthi kuncike kakhulu ekutheni umuntu unobuchwepheshe obungakanani yini.
So listen. This witness is basically saying the marks
Yes.
are immutable.
Yes.
They are there.
Yes.
They are formed.
Yes.
The only issue is the interpretation or the decoding of the marks, as he says, which is exercised by an examiner. And that will depend on his training proficiency in the interpretation of those marks. But those marks are ineluctable. They are there.
We agree.
That's
my
what
lord.
he says, it's not
Yes. We agree that those marks are there.
Yes.
But my question is the interpretation
Oh, yeah.
of whether those marks constitute a striation or not.
Yeah.
Is it a subjective thing based on the fact, on the experience and the level of education of that person or what?
Ukuthi mina ngibuzayo ukuthi ke uma kukhona lemigqa ekhona leyo kusho ukuthi kuyikwazi ukuthi ibonakale lemigqa lena nokuchaza ukuthi ngempela ikhona kuncikile yini ekutheni lo muntu lo ufunde kangakanani futhi unekhona kangakanani.
Yes, the interpretation, that is the identification of those marks,
Yes.
is subjective in nature.
Thank you.
Cha ngikhuluma ukuhlonza nje leyo migqa ikona ukuncike ekutheni lo muntu uqeqeshe kangakanani.
Thank you. Then that simply means that one expert might identify a certain mark as a striation and the other expert might differ with him, not so.
Lokho kuchaza ukuthi khona uchwepheshe ongabona umugqa bese ethi umugqa lona ebefika omunye athi cha akubona umugqa.
Is that what you're explaining?
Ikona lokho kushoyo.
Yes, if the other expert does not have adequate training, he will not be able to identify what is already on the specimen.
Ya umeke qeqeshiwe ngokulingene lo munye uchwepheshe angeke akwazi ukubona lokho okukhonjwayo.
Let's this expert went to school on the 1st of January 2024. They were trained for 3 years. And the first expert is 24 years in the service. The other expert has got exactly 24 years. The experience is similar in all material respects. Let's not try to say the other one is less experienced. But now the principle is, one expert can say this is a striation and the other can say, no, according to me, this is not a striation, who have the same qualification and the same level of experience. That is the case. That's what we're trying to explain also.
Okuchazayo ukuthi ngenzeka ukuthi kube nochwepheshe abafunde ngokulingana kodwa komunye athi yebo ngiyabona umugqa omunye athi cha nguboni.
The other expert, if he uses the wrong technique, but the wrong technique goes back to skill.
Ya kumesenzisa indlela ke engeyinhle kodwa ke uma sikhuluma ngendlela engenhle sisabuyela vele kulokhu ukuthi uqeqeshwe kanjani.
I cannot escape the question of skill, knowledge and skill.
Angeke sikwazi ukubalekela ke indaba yokuqeqesheka.
Because even the theory we rely upon, that is knowledge.
Yes.
And when you operationalize it, you put it in practice,
Yes.
you are building a skill. So I cannot state anything outside the parameters of knowledge and skill.
Yebo nale theory esifundiswayo egcineni sifunde bese siyoyisebenzisa.
Thank you.
Ikho ngithi asikwazi ukubalekela ukuthi kukhona ukuqeqesheka nolwazi.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. But you are agreeing that subjectively one expert may say this is a striation, the other one may say this is not a striation. The interpretation of what they see there is subjective.
Kusho ukuthi ngibona kochwepheshe abehlukile omunye angabona bese ethi ukhona umugqa omunye athebekile abone sengathi awukho umugqa ngale ndlela le ababheka ngokwehlukile.
It may happen, yes,
Thank
if the level of skill, knowledge and skill is not the same.
Uma ukuthi ke ulwazi lwabo nokuqeqesheka kwabo akulingani kungenzeka.
Thank you. Now let's come to the method of counting this striation, which are found in same relative area or position.
Asikhulume ngokubala imigqa le ebonakala isendaweni efananayo.
Now in circumstances where the CMS theory of determination is used.
Lapho kusetshenziswa khona ke i-theory lena ye-CMS.
Thank you. Now you had explained what relative position mean in very clear and certain terms.
usuchazile ukuthi i-relative position noma indawo lapho kutholakala uphawu kuyini.
Now you had introduced your curriculum vitae as, amongst others, you said you were a teacher. You go out and give lectures on ballistic activities and all those things. In other words, you go out and teach students. It dawned to me that you probably, those new members that arrive at your section, you also take them through these theories, not so?
Usuchazile ukuthi-ke ku-CV yakho akuchaza ukuthi-ke unokuhamba uhambe uyofundisa nabanye kusho ukuthi uma kukhona abasha abafika la kule section yethu nabo uyabafundisa njani?
It is correct until I assume the current role. When I assumed the role I'm currently in,
Yeah.
I stopped presentations.
Uma sengifikele kulesi sigaba engikusona angisaqhubeki nokwethula izifundo.
Yes, but you are a teacher by blood, if I were to put it that way.
Hayi kusho ukuthi-ke kusegazini kwena ukufundisa uma ngabeka kanjalo.
I hear that.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Thank you. Now, how do you count this striation that are found in the same relative area?
Manje-ke le migqa lena-ke oyithola-ke isendaweni efananayo uyibala kanjani?
Just take us through that process.
Ngasichazela-ke ukuthi inqubo ihamba kanjani.
As I've indicated,
Yes.
that I follow the dominant and the old traditional method,
Yes.
pattern matching method.
Njengoba sengichazile-ke ngisebenzisa inqubo ejwayelekile endala.
Yes. Which is
The pattern matching method.
pattern matching.
Yile i-pattern matching method kusho ukuthi-ke kuhlola-ke ama-pattern abonakalayo.
Yes.
So you will compare the two surface contours of the marks.
Kusho ukuthi uzohlola-ke lobuso la ebusweni balezi inhlamvu ukuthi kukanjani.
Yes.
Within which there will be ridges, that is
Yeah.
the raised part of the mark,
Kusho ukuthi kunazaba nala ubuso kule nhlamvu kuphakeme khona.
and there will be valleys, that is the the bottom part of the mark.
Kusho kuzoba khona le ndawo la kunesigodi khona.
Yes.
And then you also study the profile of the general profile of the surface contour.
Kusho ukuthi uzobheka-ke neprofile yobuso benhlamvu.
Yes.
Then you consider the space between the marks, that is the space between the ridges
Manje kusho ukuthi lapho uzobheka ukuthi amabanga angakanani phakathi kwa lapho kuphakeme khona.
Then you consider the width of the valley,
Kusho ukuthi-ke lezi zigodi uzobheka-ke nokuthi zinobubanzi obungakanani.
you consider the depth of the valley,
Usho nokuthi-ke ijule kangakanani-ke lezi zigodi.
and those, then you must consider the spatial relationship between the marks.
Manje-ke usuzobheka-ke nokuthi-ke amabanga akhona phakathi kwalezi mpawu ahleli kanjani.
Yes.
And that must be similar on the left and right.
Yes.
Kusho ukuthi-ke kule luhlangothi lwakwesokunxele nakulolu kusho ukuthi enye inhlamvu kufanele kube okufananayo nanoma ukubheka ngakwesokudla kulenye inhlamvu.
Thank you.
And those marks must be at the same relative position.
Kusho-ke lezi mpawu lezi kufanele zitholakale endaweni efananayo.
Meaning that when the marks on the exhibit part are on the nose of the bullet, the marks on the test specimen must also be on the nose of the bullet.
Kusho-ke uma kuwukuthi lelu phawu oluthola lapha enhlamvini-ke iwumbukiso ye-exhibition bullet kufanele uma kuwukuthi utholakala ekhaleni layo lolu phawu lolu olubhekile nakule nhlamvu-ke le ye-test lolu phawu lolu olubheke ngale lufanele lutholakale endaweni efananayo ukuthi ekhaleni lale nhlamvu ekuhlolwa ngayo i-test bullet.
Yes.
On the same position, same relative position within the groove or on the land.
Kusho ukuthi kufanele kube sendaweni eqhathanisekayo.
Yes.
So when that is studied, it will determine and you will consider the similarities against the differences that will exist.
Kusho ukuthi uma usubheka kanjalo usuyobheka-ke ukufanana noma ukwehlukana.
Then you will continue the same exercise throughout the whole circumference of the bullet.
Kusho ukuthi-ke usuzozungeza yonke-ke inhlamvu kulokhu ubheka ngaleyo ndlela.
when correspondence of marks is higher, that is when similarities are higher than the differences,
uma ke uthola ukuthi kufanana kusezingeni ngaphezulu kakhulu kwelokuhlukana
we are able to make a positive identification.
uyakwazi ukubona ukuthi lezi inhlamvu zinezimpawu zifanayo.
Yes.
So that is the procedure that I followed.
Iyona ke inqubo engiyilandelile.
Okay, thank you, sir. Maybe you did not understand my question. My question was, in relation to what Mr. Mangena said, use CMS to find a match. This CMS method to find a match. In other words, the usage of striations. Now, I was requesting you to explain to this court, how do you count this striation in order to get the determination that there's a match?
Uthi manje uthi wena usenzise iCMS umshuthi ubala imigqa ufuna ukwazi ukuthi usenzise kanjani ke iCMS le ukubona ukuthi ke kunokufanana na kulezi inhlamvu.
In other words, how do you count this striation to constitute, for them to constitute a match?
Manje ke wena ke uyibala kanjani ke le migqa lo ohlangana nayo lapha ukuze uthi wena yebo iyafanana.
I did not use the CMS approach.
Zange ngisebenzise iCMS approach.
Yes, that I do understand. I mean, as an expert, you said the pattern matching and the CMS method are mutually inclusive. In other words, there's nothing wrong in one member using a pattern match and there's nothing wrong in the other member using a CMS to do a determination or to do an analysis. Now, as an expert, I'm requesting you to assist this court. When you are using CMS as a method of comparison, how do you then count this striation?
Uthawa pattern matching ne-CMS zenza into efananayo. Manje ke ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi njengochwepheshe wena ukubala kanjani uma usebenzisa iCMS ukuthi imigqa uyibala kanjani ukuthi iyafanana.
The approach of CMS, as I understand it, although I did not apply it or I don't apply it, it states that there should be consecutive.
Let's come here. You say you never used CMS in any of your analysis.
Uthi ke wena uzange usebenzise iCMS eklasini kwakho.
I use pattern matching because it is a standard method that we
Ngisebenzise
use.
ipattern matching ngoba inqubo le ejwayelekile sisilandelelayo.
Lieutenant Colonel, please understand my question. My question is, are you saying that in any of the experiments, that in any of the analysis that you did, you never used CMS?
Awusisambuzo wami ukuthi wena uthi awukazi usebenzisa iCMS kulokuhlaziya obukwenza.
I use pattern matching as it is a method that is as it is a method that we use currently at office.
Ngisebenzise ipattern matching ngoba kuyile ndlela eyinqubo esenza ngayo.
So am I then correct to understand you to mean that there's no analysis that you ever used where you used CMS as a method of analysis? You used only, up to this stage, you have been using only pattern matching because that's a required standard of the theory that should be used.
Okuchazayo ke ukuthi wena awukazi usebenzisa iCMS kuyofikela namhlanje ukuthi wena ukusebenzisa kuphela ipattern matching method ngoba ile method enisebenzisayo.
From my side, yes, I use pattern matching.
Yebo ehlangothini lwami senzisana ipattern matching.
Thank you. My Lord, I realize that we left with, it's actually 1:45, that is 15 minutes to 1 o'clock. I don't know, there is something that is bugging me here. I don't know, may we take an early adjournment, my Lord? I don't know what is happening. I feel like I'm getting a bit dizzy.
What do you mean earlier, gentlemen? You mean we must adjourn for the day?
No, my Lord, for the lunchtime. There's something that is making me dizzy. I don't know what it is. I want to be very sincere, man.
Too much muti.
Maybe, my Lord. And I can see where it comes from.
Yeah.
Thank you, my Lord.
Maybe in the judge's got bells here.
Yes. Thank you.